Hey everyone, have you ever had those games where you popped off, but still did not manage to clutch to win? I think these are great learning opportunities. So today, we'll be VOD reviewing such a game. For those interested, my Zoroark build for jungle right now is Attack Weight, Muscle Band, and Razor Claw, and just the standard Attack HP emblem set. I've also made a Zoroark guide linked above if you guys want to check it out. Alright, let's get on with the VOD review. Zoroark is a great Pokemon to play in the jungle right now. You can clear the jungle farm very fast, and in my opinion, Night Slash is one of the best moves to gank with right now. You're almost always guaranteed a kill, if not a very fast clear of the 850 birds. Here I am getting Night Slash, and I'm, making my way up top, seeing whether we can pick off anybody. I remember in this game, I think, I saw the little Serena mid. I'm trying to get a pick over here, but unfortunately, they moved the other way, and I wasn't managed to do that, but nonetheless, I'm just waiting for the 850 birds here. If you can land your combo early on, it does mass amount of damage to anyone that's trying to contest birds here. This is where I'm just getting my combo ready. You can see, got the Blissey down, but I'm a little bit low here, so I make my way out. The main thing I've learned is, if I die early on one of my ganks, not only is it impeding me to get my second round of jungle, but also giving the opponents experience. Now, the Serena on the opposite team is Joe, and Joe is an absolute crack player, so I definitely did not want to give him any more XP than what I can afford not to. And here I am, got 15 seconds before the middle birds come out, so I tried to see whether I can get a pick bot lane before heading up. Now, it is a mime, which is quite difficult, and I get my Night Slash up. You can see I propped my full heal there, just in case the mime, did a confusion on me that stunned me. That way, I'm sure that I can at least get my combo down. I can see the birds are up, so you can see how fast I clear middle birds with one combo. It is honestly ridiculous. Now, I haven't got the chance to actually stack, so I head up top, see whether I can get a pick here. Do manage to kill the Delphox, but one thing I've realized is for Zoroark, you actually have to be careful when you don't have your combos up because of cooldowns, for example, because that's when you're most vulnerable. And you've got some ways to get out of fights after you finish your combo, such as your illusion tech, which can make you invincible to one of the moves, or Shadow Claw to quickly get out. So we do the top Bs pretty fast there. I'm just going in for my third round of jungle here. I can see bot lane lost both of its players, so I'm hoping they rotate top with us. I'm just quickly doing both of my jungle here. I'm going to prioritize Lecky here because we also have Duraludon. Hopefully we can get it quick and then perhaps see whether we dive the second tower or go down and dive the first tower down there. So I started. We have Dura. Also Venusaur coming in, and I don't see any of the enemies, so we managed to secure it pretty easily. This is where I'm looking, is it worth pushing T2 or should we go down bot? I see there is one Delphox, and so I go in. I know I have got my ult here, so I quickly ult, because they're all bunched up together. I get a little bit caught out here, so I'm just running away. But Duraludon absolutely gets 2 kills there. And this is where I nearly get picked up by the Serena, but just managed to get out. I just thought I should probably leave that and peel away, because if I died there, that's just more XP for them. Luckily, Duraludon absolutely pops off, so the Lecky does go in. But I didn't get to score there, which is okay. I'm level 10, so it is not too bad. Here there's a Serena, so I pop my full heal, because I think they were going to ult me. They end up ulting Blissey, which was good for me, not good for our Blissey. But somehow we managed to stay alive and managed to kill all of them there with Duraludon's help. And that was fantastic. Now here, as I'm going back to jungle, I see 2 enemies in our jungle. Now Delphox by itself is pretty weak, so I managed to pick the Delphox off there with Duraludon's help there. And I'm just heading down. I'm looking for some farm and maybe possibly getting another stack in. This is where I see Serena here, and I'm like, oh, I have to unite here, just so that, because if I do, I get a huge overdunk at the bottom, as well as getting the levels. Trying to, diff the levels as much as possible, trying to get to that level 14 as early as possible, if I can level 15, because that's when I do so much damage with my combo. Now, I guess the only issue I had with uniting at the bottom is that I don't have a unite for this fight up here. But I'm just hoping that the Duraludon and Venusaur help me shred this as fast as possible, since that the other team, you know, may not have been up here as quickly as our team was, and we do manage to get that pretty easily. Now I'm looking at everyone's points. We have a Blissey unite, we have a Duraludon unite, as well as a Venusaur unite, so we go in and try to let the Lecky go in here, try to do a push. You can see I'm just trying to stay out of the fight if I don't have my combo, and then going in, picking off the Delphox here, which was very huge. The rest of the team cleaning up, and we do manage to break top. It is a bit of a risky play because they do have pad, but I think especially seeing the Serena was just stacking at the bottom, we had a good chance of winning that fight. Now I'm just farming middle. I remember I was like trying to see whether it was worthwhile. Yeah, just trying to help out the team here. Whether it was worthwhile going bottom to try to get that, you know, whatever Reggie was at the bottom. I see Serena kind of like out of position here with low health. So Blissey and I managed to clean that up. Now this is when it gets a little bit crazy. I kind of got stuck on the ledge, but I managed to get my combo off to avoid the Delphox unite. And then it's just free gliding from there. I think if you are out of position and there's a Zoroark going for you, it's very easy for them to pick you off. I get a nice little Penta over there, which is, you know, very, very happy about that. I did get a little bit lucky with my combo going off to avoid the Delphox unite there. And we do get the Reggie Ice. So right now, at 3 minutes, I'm feeling very comfortable. I'm nearly level 15. I've got all my plus moves. And our team has broken the second tower. So a very easy, you know, strategy is to try to force the third Lecky out, so that it puts pressure on the opponents. Here I'm coming from behind, trying to see whether we can get any picks off. Our team wipes the 3, so I know that we should be able to get this Lecky with not a lot of problem. In hindsight, maybe it was a good idea to store this for a little bit, so that we you know, really put pressure on the opponents to choose whether they want to stop the Lecky or come to a Rayquaza. This was also, looking back, a little bit of a confusion, I think, from our team, because the Duraludon and the Snorlax start pushing it through, but there's still 13 seconds on the clock, and I am just mad ping retreat right now, because I felt like I wasn't there with them. It was like a 2v4, and if they died there, which the Duraludon did, they're out for 30 seconds, and suddenly we seem to be behind on this Ray fight. We don't have a Duraludon with their ult, and the Serena is just starting it. So I just try to go in. I get Mime ulted here, but Blissey saves me here. And unfortunately, we did not get the Ray. The Mime gets the Ray from the Unite. I couldn't really do anything here. I'm just trying to pick off Mime here. But unfortunately, I get Delphox United, and then the Mime kills me, I think, here. And then suddenly, we're on the back foot. And I think this is one of the turning points where maybe I should have been with my team pushing that. But at the same time, from what I was thinking was, there's still so much time before Ray spawns. If we push then, and they kill us all, it's just a free Ray fight for them. And unfortunately, that's really what happened there. We were picked off, out of position, and not managing to win that Ray fight there, because they really just flipped it. Here we're struggling, and we only have really 3 people to make this counter push. Suddenly, it's only me and Duraludon. I try to pick this Delphox off. The Duraludon does manage to get that kill, but with 45 seconds and just me and Dura, and 2 other people alive in our jungle, I just had to see whether I could pick someone off. I do get the Blissey off, but Duraludon is fighting with Greninja there. I go down to Serena, and from then it was just the GG's. There was not enough time for me to go back, and we did not stop the Greninja, so it was a rough game there. It was a rough game there. I remember being in VC and with my duo, and I was just, you know, like struggling to believe that happened. I was like, where did I go wrong there? We were popping off all game. We had level 15, you know, quite soon. We were 14.5 array, but we still managed to lose this game. And I think watching in hindsight, one of the issues we had was that because we don't have communication with our teammates, we should have either stuck with it and committed with that Duraludon Snorlax play up top, trying to kill them off, or we all had to retreat and wait for the raid reset in order to have that proper fight over there. We did do our highest ever damage in this Zoroark game. However, it just goes to show, if your team's macro is lacking, you will still be losing these games because the opposition will end up scoring more than you. I definitely learned a very valuable lesson from this game, and I hope you guys have too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.